Hey everybody, and welcome to a Ragnarok online guide on how to sell your items. If you want to make a lot of money in Ragnarok, this is something that you'll definitely need to learn to do at some point. So this is a guide on doing so and how to do so effectively. So first thing you want to do is of course go to the forums.warpportal.com, and you're going to go down to the market section, and you're going to go to Classic or Chaos depending on what server you are. I go to the Chaos one because I sell the most items there. So a quick way to find your own thread is by going to your profile and clicking on My Content. Then you're going to see all the threads that you've posted in, and generally your market thread. I have IG market thread updated. You'll go here. As you can see, I have a list of the images and the items that I have bought and sold and am currently buying and selling. And all of these images are linked to the database that they belong to. And that lets people who are interested in the item kind of track it and see like why you're buying it, or like what a good price would be for it, how good it is, stuff like that. So we're going to get started on how to do this. So we have already talked about where to go, so let's talk about strategies for selling. Generally, if you want to know how much an item is worth, you can go back up to the Chaos Renewal Market and use this search this forum function. So if you're interested in Hurricane Fury, for example, it'll search it up and it'll bring you people who have Hurricane Fury. So if you're not sure on the price, you can go in here and you can see, look, this person's selling a plus 12 Hurricane Fury and he has a price listed. So you can guess that you might want to check more reference points, of course, but you can get an idea that Hurricane Furies cost about 1.2 bill if they're plus 12 and have no enchantments. So that's something that you can take advantage of when pricing your items. So let's go back to my thread. If you are open to taking offers, you can of course put offer on the end of your item. But let's get started. Let's go to edit real quick. Let's pretend I want to start buying something new. So let's get the oops. We'll just go down here. Now what we want to do, let's say we want to buy bloody branches. We'll go to the database and we'll type in bloody branch, and you just copy the image URL, and then when you're down here you just you click on this image icon, and then you just paste your image in there and it will copy it across. Next, go back to the database and copy the URL from the link above, or from the address bar. And then you just click on your picture, and then you go click on this hyperlink, and you just paste in your link. And now when I submit the modified post real quick, if I click on the bloody branch, it will take me to the bloody branch page. So that's just some support for your vendors. And then we'll say bloody branches 8 mil each, because that's about the price that I'm willing to pay for them. And if people are willing to or would like to offer on that, they can certainly do so. And then we'll submit the modified post and it will be there. So another suggestion I have for the layout, we've already provided the information for the users. So some tips for the layout is not to do what I've done here, actually. If you're starting a new thread, I recommend taking the first 2 posts in your thread and then making your second post below a reference for all the items you've sold, because that will help people who are using this search function. If people are going here and they want to know how much a Baphomet card is selling for or something, they search that, they'll see they'll go to my thread and then they'll see Baphomet card sold 4 bill. So they'll know, okay, 4 bill. And as long as I have it referenced in the thread, people will always be able to access that information. It's just good etiquette to like make sure the market is honest. And when you are, I don't know if I mentioned this before or emphasized it enough, but please leave prices. It's really stupid if you don't. It's just non-transparent and it's shady and the information is out there. Just don't try and scam people, basically, is what it comes down to. I know you're trying to make as much money as you can, but like seriously, don't be a scammer. And last tip, I didn't do this for this thread, but a lot of upper scale MVP cards require proof. So we'll go to the edit again. So if I was selling this Baphomet card still, I would go down and I would go take a screenshot of the MVP card you're selling, and then you're going to go to imgur.com and make a profile, and you're going to upload a screenshot of your card open, the effect of the card, and then your mouse icon hovering over the card. And then you're just going to take this BB code for bulletin board, and you just copy that, and then go back to your thread, click on the image again, and paste it. Or that was unnecessary. You just paste it in because it already has the image tags on it. Then if you want to kind of condense your thread, you just do bracket/spoiler at the end, and then just do bracket spoiler at the beginning. And what that will look like in the end is, after we submit the modified post, it will click show and it will show the screenshot. So it'll only take up this much room unless people want to see the proof, and then it's there. And then to conclude, when you're trading in game, general etiquette, of course, is to, for items over 1 bill, you trade your item on the first trade with the screenshot this trade box checked, and then they give you the first installment of their payment. And then you want to try and have an agreement in chat with the person you're trading. Something like, okay, so we agreed to sell the Baphomet card for 4 bill, correct? And if they agree, then make sure you have that agreement screenshotted. And then if they end up scamming you, just hit up the GMs with a ticket with the screenshot and all your proof, and you'll surely get your items back. So that's been it for the marketing thread. Hopefully you guys have learned something and will help flesh out your threads a little bit and prevent some scams from going on. So thanks for your attention, and I will see you next time. Sorry guys, one more thing I forgot to mention. Your thread will get pushed down over time after you've been sitting in the market thread for a while. So I want to give you probably one of the most useful tips that someone could give you. Because people just have threads that are just pages and pages and pages and pages long of them just bumping their threads. So we'll just give our thread a little bump here. You just type in your post, you post it as like a normal bump will go, and then scroll up to your previous bump. See this little dot, my previous bump, last time I bumped the thread. Then click hide. This option hides the post but leaves it in the topic so moderators can view it. Hide it. Then, when we go down to the bottom, you just have the bump, and there's no other bump there. So your thread's not full of bumps, it's just full of offers so that people can see like what the offers have been on your item in the past. That's just a little thing that I think is very important, because people end up with these cluttered threads and they don't have, it's not as easy to find information that you need. So just a little tip. And then if I go out to the thread, my thread's bumped, and I only have 20 replies, but I've bumped this thread tons and tons of times. So just a little tip there. Sorry, I forgot about that.